work on the twin turbo 350Z. Bye guys, little go. That's what's gonna happen. I appreciate that very much. Hey Franklin, would you like to watch a video of a twin turbo 350Z being put back together by a guy's little cuckoo? Then stay tuned. You are tuned in to Ryan Campbell, Soup to Nuts. Thanks for staying tuned, Franklin. You're my #1 fan. I appreciate it. I don't know who the hell Franklin is. I don't even know if I probably met people named Franklin, but they're known as Frank. That's a definite possibility. That's fairly likely, I suppose. This video, I'm gonna be working on the twin turbo 350Z. I'm gonna be putting together some wiring crap, finalizing some mounting, a few things, and doing this with my hands. This is how you put things together. You just do. So I'm gonna be finishing up some wiring stuff in the engine bay, and mounted some things, and it's gonna look beautiful. See, I fabricated these brackets, had them powder coated. They match the inner core piping. They match that. And so, one bracket, which is this one, is for the boost controller stuff. Boost controller, one's boost gauge, one's tour boost controller. So they are going to mount like right here, and then the other bracket there is going to go right about here, and it's to mount, I don't want to spill stuff here. It's going to mount, here they are, these, which I have to figure out where the top part of the relays are. One's over there. To mount these. I'm pretty sure these two here are for the fans, for the electric fans there. And two of them are for the horns, which I have not installed the horns yet. I'm waiting on finishing the inner core piping, which I ordered a coupling that I need to finish mounting that, so that I can put the front bumper support on, because I'm going to mount the horns to the bumper support. So I'm waiting on that. But all the wiring is kind of hanging out down here. I got wiring hanging out down there, because one horn's going to be kind of over here, one's going to be over there. But in this video, I'm going to be installing these and mounting all this stuff to get this mess cleaned up. Obviously I can't, a couple of these things have to be hooked onto the battery, so I'll put the battery back in soon. Very soon. Battery will go in soon. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Look at that. Blends right in case you're having a hard time seeing, this is the piece I put in. This is the boost gauge, and these two are for the boost controller. So it's exactly what I wanted. See, it has like a little standoffs there. I had to put the standoffs that way I could put the nuts behind to, to tighten these down, these controllers down. And then I have nuts on the back to hold the whole entire thing to the car. But so I want nice and clean, very organized, exactly what I wanted. Perfecto. Next, gotta move on to this guy. So he goes something like, gets in there something kind of like this. I gotta move a couple things out of the way, but it goes kind of sort of like this, and then these two and these two will mount to it. So I gotta get the tops for these the relays. I mean that's the actual relay. So what I'm gonna actually do is they all interconnect. So you all have these like slots, and they interconnect to each other, and they all have this metal at the top of the holes. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to mount I'm only going to bolt 2 of them on, and they'll hold all of them. And then 2 holes are going to be to mount to the car. That's what's going to happen. Got her all tucked in and pretty. So as you can see is the bracket. I had a couple of standoffs here, kind of like I did the other one here. I had a couple of the standoffs, like spacers, whatever you want to call them. A longer one here, a shorter one down there, because it kind of, just the way the body line goes and the way this whole area is cut out, just kind of made sense that way. So you got it all bolted in tight. So I got the 2 end relays bolted in, and they're all linked together, so they're not going anywhere. And I also labeled them. Look how pretty and fancy and organized. Kind of looking good. And they're nice and tight. This guy fits this mini fuse block, whatever it is. As you can see, it slides onto this bracket. As you can see, it's kind of tight down here, but it does fit. I'm not going to snap it into place yet, just that way if I need to move it, because I'm still got to get the battery in here, get a couple of wires plugged in, but it's all really quick stuff. But you know, I might as well, you know, save and do it. It'll take like 10 minutes for all this crap. These wires here get connected onto the battery, so that's good to go. I just gotta, you know, screw a couple of grounds down, and it's all good. This is like 15-20 minutes of work here, and this whole area will be finished. But I'm gonna wait till I get the battery in here, and because I'm gonna plug in the charger as well. I already have connected here. So I'm going to wait till like a day or 2 before I'm actually starting the car. I'm going to try to start the car up to get the battery all pumped up. So that way I want to keep the battery disconnected while I'm still working on the car, doing, you know, some stuff or whatever, just to be a little bit safer, just so I don't shock myself or nothing stupid happens. So just for a little bit of safety purposes, that's why I'm doing that. But with that being said, next video coming up, is probably going to be the intake plenum. I'm going to put the throttle body onto the other intake plenum I have, and that will probably be the same part of the video as this coupling, as long as this coupling comes in pretty soon, to get the inner core piping all buttoned up.
Hey, you made it to this part of the video. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Ha ha ha.
So that went pretty damn good. It went about as good as I could have hoped it would have went. Everything worked out pretty smoothly. Everything's all tight and snug as a bug in a rug. It's snug. So that's all good to go. So as I already stated, next thing coming up is going to be the intake plenum, throttle body, and the rest of the inner core piping, as long as I get that stupid coupler in. And then the only thing I have to do after that really is finish hook a few things up here and there in the car to get it ready to start up. A couple of things with the power steering pump, a couple of lines. Actually, I think it's one line I think I have left to hook up. And then I have to hook the gauges and everything up inside the car. The factory instrument cluster is already hooked up. I have to hook up the DEFI and AEM gauges I have. That's part of, I kind of have it custom built into a center console, which you'll see coming up shortly. And then as far as the interior, I just have a few plastic pieces, some stuff left. That's another video coming up of putting the interior back together. I already started doing it. I haven't finished yet though, but I got the hard part done. The dashboard, the instrument cluster, a lot of like the dash pieces. You know, there is some stuff left. I'm waiting on the speaker clips for so that way I can put the speakers in the door, so I can put the door panels on. I already ordered them. They were supposed to be here like a week ago. Who knows? But shipping in general is completely effed right now, like capital F. But that's coming up, so I'm getting close, buttoning a bunch of crap up. The only really big thing at this point really is the bodywork. Is painting the body kit and putting the body kit on. That's the only real big thing that's going to take a ton of time. I'm going back and forth whether I should, pay a body shop to do it or attempt it myself. I don't know. It's going to be, a last minute decision. Fourth quarter call. But that's not going to stop me from getting it started, hopefully, and also getting it tuned. I could always throw the stock body back on. That's not a big deal. But I'm close to ripping the guy down the road. Woo, woo, woo. That's not how she sounds at all whatsoever, but that's the noises that popped in my head in that split second, so that's what you're working with. That's what you're listening to. I appreciate you staying tuned. I appreciate you checking out the video. Please don't forget to subscribe down here. Hit the bell, the notification bell, so you know when I drop a video. And don't forget, in the meantime, to try fast, take chances.